how close was it for us to maybe not see you here today?
I think it was very, very close, to be honest with you. It's like, I don't know, I'd just snapped and I'd had enough of everything and, you know, life and pressures and thinking back on everything, I just don't think I was, in hindsight, after thinking about it now, I just wasn't ready for everything that happened to me in the past 2 years, to be fair.
The fame, really, then,
I think
from
everything,
Benefit
you know,
Street.
yeah, because, you know, we started off, we were in a documentary, that's fine. And I just don't think, you know, I kind of went with the flow and did what I had to do. I just had to go on the defensive from day one. And I think it did 2 years down the line. I think it did just take its toll on me, to be fair.
That day, Dee, we said it was Easter. What do you remember about that day, where you were feeling, what you were thinking, how it got you to such a bad place?
Sort of, I'd split with, obviously I'd split with the management company I was with, and then you do sort of look to the future. I thought I'd fought so hard to get myself out of the system that I'd been, you know, demonised for being a part of. And I suppose I kind of thought, well, what do I do now? Because you don't ring people and say, do you want me to appear on your show? Do you want me to talk in your newspaper? So I suppose at that moment of time, I kind of just thought that was the end of, you know, the newspapers, the TV, etc., etc. And the mind just completely went into overdrive. It was like, OK, so you've done that. You're not going to do it again. What you've got's going to last you. I don't know how long it's going to last you for, whether it's 6 months, a year or whatever. And I think I was adamant that I wasn't going to go back into the system because I think there were people out there that wanted me to.
You know, that,
yeah. And that's what it is. They want to see you fail. It's like, who does she think she is? She's done this, she's done that, and look at her now, she's back. And I think it's because I just didn't want to fight people anymore. I really didn't.
And people always think, don't they? There's a lot of kids out there that think, I want to be famous. They think that fame is going to be the answer to everything. But fame can also be very corrosive, can't it? And as you say, because you became famous because of something that people perceive to be negative, you must have really had some tough times from people.
I knew I wasn't a singer, I wasn't an actor, so you know what I mean? It's kind of, in reality, I'd kind of become famous for not really having any talent kind of thing, and I think that's when it hits back, but I sort of thought, do you know something?
There's a lot of those around.
And it's so sad, isn't it? Because you've often said that you felt you were happy before all this came. Though you've suffered from depression over years, you felt that you were relatively happy until after the programme came and everything that's come since.
You know, I was 100% happy. It's like, you know, it's like you still had depression, but I was happy in my house. I was happy, you know.
Do you miss being on James Turner Street?
I really do. I really do, because when you think back, I'd never thought of wanting to take my own life when I was in James Turner Street. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything just changed, and it did change overnight.
But who are you talking to? I mean, it's so important when you are suffering from depression to talk to other people.
I've had counselling sessions. Yeah. I've had many counsellors, do you know what I mean? It's like, but I think when you're such a proud person, you do think that you can just do it on your own. It's like, I'm always the person that people will come to. I'm not the person that will go to anybody else.
But do you have a nice friend unit around you back home?
Do you know, I have, but even then, it was still so hard for me because I'm the hard one. I'm not the one that goes to people for help. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think we all have like our nearest and dearest, don't we? You know, in life, I know I find when he said the chips are down, like really down.
I'd probably still lie to them, to be fair, Lisa, and that's because that's what I like.
That seems to be the problem, Dee, wasn't it? Is that you talk about feeling so alone, even though you've got friends. So that day, is that where you were at? Did you actually make a conscious decision, like, I don't want to be here anymore? What did you do?
I think I did, because obviously everything, there was nothing, but I was arguing at home. Me and the other half were arguing. Me and the kids were arguing. The kids were arguing with each other, which is just normal everyday life, isn't it?
But you sent them off that day, didn't you? You sent them off to their granddads.
I sent them to Dad's.
You wanted to be on your own.
I sent them to Dad's, and I wasn't nice. I was horrible. Do you know what I mean? It's like, my kids are my work, and I was vile to them, absolutely vile, but I just made them go. I just told them, I don't want you here, you know. you know, you're killing me. I mean, you're killing me. Imagine them coming back then and just saying, how could they live with that? I mean, I was in my 40s when I lost my mum. Imagine them like, losing their mum, and one was just 9 and one was, you know, just gone 18.
It must have felt like a domino effect every day.
I just snapped. I just absolutely snapped.
There's you and your mum, who I know you were so close to, but your mum was very much on your mind as well. You got the kids out of the house, and then you were looking at photographs of your mum.
I just went through everything. I was just sitting there. I think I was just feeling, you know, the way you do. You just feel so sorry for yourself, don't you?
But also people feel that other people's lives are going to be better if they're not around. That's a common thought, isn't it, among people that
I thought I'd just save everyone all the hassle, do you know what I mean? The kids, you know, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve, you know, you don't deserve a mum who feels so sorry for herself, and like the other half as well, do you know what I mean? It's like...
That's just such a...
You do get like that, don't you?
But you are obviously loved, you've got a good family, you've got good friends.
You kind of don't see that at that moment in time.
No, but that's what depression is, you know, it's all very well for people to think, well, you know, if you're down, just pull yourself together, think of what you've got, but when you've got real depression like that, it's just not possible to do it.
You had actually started taking some pills with some alcohol, and it was your very, very dear friend Sally that stopped you, and that's why you're sitting here today. If you've enjoyed that, then why not click here for more? And don't forget to subscribe by clicking here, so that you never miss out on the best Loose Women moments.